Hi, I'm Heather, and this is knitting update number 31 for Monday, February 16, 2026. And it's Family Day here in Ontario, and I think most of Canada. I think one province. Anyways, whatever, who cares? We're having a long weekend. I feel very disoriented because it is a long weekend. I hope you saw my video from yesterday where my mom and I went to the Crafternoon at the Movies, I think it was called, at the Playhouse Cinemas in Hamilton. What a cute theater. I've never been there before. Very pretty. We went to Pinch for lunch beforehand, which is like a cafe slash flower shop. And it's kind of interesting they don't do espresso based drinks, which I feel like you never see that. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I feel like it's so rare that you see a place that's just drip coffee, because even like Tim Hortons now you can get espresso based drinks, but good for them. Just do the coffee. We had a good lunch, and the movie was great. It was a pretty good experience. I will say I was surprised at the people sitting behind us kept putting their shoes at their feet up on the seats. Two people, and I don't know. I just found that to be so disrespectful. I couldn't believe it, but other than that, I think it was really fun. It seemed like at first that they were turning the lights down too much and then turning them up, and took a little bit before the theater seemed to figure out what level to leave the lights at or something. I don't know. Maybe it's just a reflex to turn them down right away. But once I got straightened out, it was totally fine to sit there and knit. And first time really seeing Titanic, it was great. I can't believe how long it is, 3 hours and 15 minutes, but it's well paced, so it flew by pretty quickly, and yeah, I had a lot of fun. And I actually made progress, so let me show you what I worked on. So I did knit on my I Want to Hold Your Hand scarf by Cookie Co. on Ravelry. I feel like I made a fair amount of progress, and actually it went pretty smoothly. So it's an 8-row cable repeat. I wouldn't say it's something I'm going to be able to memorize, but at least every other row, when you're not doing any of the cabling, it's easy to just follow the pattern, like follow your knitting. I like how it's turning out. It's going pretty quickly. I think the cabling like doesn't really show up in the marl fabric so much, but I don't know. I still like it. And then it's gonna have the bright orange hands on either side, which I'm excited for. The only thing that's bugging me is how loose this cast on seems to be, like it's flaring out, but I'm hoping that once I pick up the stitches with the sport weight yarn to knit the hands, that I can kind of cinch it in a little bit. But yeah, I'm really happy with how it's looking. It's going so quickly. I'm really enjoying working on this. I think honestly, every time I go back to a cable knit pattern, I'm like, yeah, something about this is very like, I don't know, rhythmic maybe. I guess it's maybe kind of addictive to, you just want to knit that, keep going and knit the next row. But I'm really enjoying it, and I'm happy that I cast it on. So that's how, and I didn't make that much progress last night. It's an 8-row chart, like repeat. So I did just the 8 rows, which isn't even that much. I had to rip back the twisted rib that I started yesterday because it looked really messy to me and I'm not sure what happened. So I reknit that, and then I did the first like chart repeat, the 8-row repeat of the cable knit pattern, and then I went and got a tea, and then I just enjoyed the rest of the movie, like the last hour, because I wanted to actually watch it. And then the rest I just was working on this morning. And then this week is my week off from chemo, and I only have one appointment, and I don't have any other plans, not even to go to the movies or anything, which I'm really looking forward to after last week. So I'm hoping I can get a lot of knitting done, but we'll see what happens. But I decided to actually kind of start a new project, and I know maybe I'm stressing myself out because I could just finish the White Mountains, but for whatever reason, I'm not super motivated to work on it. Like, I still like it and I want to finish it. It has nothing to do with that. I just, for whatever reason, don't want to work on it. And then I was thinking about my Knit Dicky vest, and I really want a knit vest. So I kind of thought, I know when I talked about this and starting a new project with the yarn, I was saying I was gonna just hold off on finishing this until I knit up the cable knit sweater. But I think I'm actually just gonna finish this, and I am pretty sure that I have enough yarn to do both this, finish this project and knit a sweater. So I ripped back this, I had knit it down to the waist, and I was working on, because I was going to make it into a sweater, and I was working on in the round doing the ribbing, but I ripped all that back, and now I was going to start doing, like, pick up the back and finish it. And then I realized that actually I made a mistake in the claw cable here on the side. I don't know if you can really see it, but I think, so I'm going to rip it back to that mistake and then start from there and work down and finish this bad boy off. I don't think I have any other mistakes in there. So yeah, I was going to kind of try it on and show you, but now it's in an awkward spot where I don't really want to do that. But actually I was surprised and kind of sad about how much knitting I had to rip out to get past where I kind of like joined it in the round. That was kind of hard to do, but I felt motivated to do it today. So I thought, why don't I just do it, and then I can kind of work on this and hopefully get it done soon, because I think it would be a nice spring piece. Let me hold it up. I don't know. So my only other concern with finishing this as the Knit Dicky is how wide it's going to be. I'm covering my mic. Yeah, so I don't want to cover the mic, but you can kind of see here, like, it's obviously not accurate because I'm not wearing it, but even without the ribbing, it's already past my shoulders. So that's the only thing that is still a bit of a deterrent, that I'm not sure if I'll like how wide it is, but I also don't mind things to be oversized. So I think I'll finish it and probably just do narrower ribbing. I really don't want to take it out and start it all over again. I think I did knit a size bigger than I should have. And then also I used bigger needles, but I'm just going to work on it. I don't care. I just want to work on it. I love this yarn. It's the Shibui Knits Drift in the color Pollen. Obviously discontinued. Shibui Knits doesn't exist anymore, at least not in that iteration. But I bought this yarn many, many years ago, and I've been sitting on it, and then I decided to use it. It would be enough. What I had bought wasn't quite a sweater's quantity, so I thought this Knit Dicky vest would be perfect. And then when I got going on it, I loved it so much, I was like, I should just see if I could find more of this yarn on Ravelry and then turn it into a sweater. And it turned into this whole ordeal. I did find more yarn on Ravelry. I bought someone's whole stash. It was way more than I needed to finish turning this into a sweater, so I think I have enough to finish this and then do a cable knit sweater in addition. So that's kind of my plan. So this week I kind of want to work on these two projects, the cable knits, and then I'll just keep my hat and the more simple like sock project to work on next week when I'm back to going for appointments. And yeah, so I can have something easy and quick to pick up and not much to think about, although it seems like I just want to work on these types of projects anyways. But yeah, I think that's it for today. See you tomorrow. Bye.